here we are. What's up, guys? This is the first ever Achievement Hunter takeover of the Community Bite podcast. I'm your host today because Tito is not hosting. Well, Queen's not hosting because she was going to host, but she's currently in a windstorm right now in good old Florida. So today we have Pyrrhic with us.
Hey.
Shoppy.
Hey.
And Stick.
Whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
Yeah, so this is number 31 of the Community Bite podcast. And I am excited because this is the Achievement Hunter takeover. Because we are now a part of the Achievement Hunter Discord. And this all four of us here are pretty active in it, which I love.
Yeah, we get to...
I mean, let's not say you're active yet.
Hey man, I helped create it like just over a month ago. We've been around. And...
You helped create it, but let's just see how active you are.
Okay. To be fair, Brryan is not that active, but Drunk Brryan is pretty active.
Drunk Brryan is very active.
Yeah, so I'm honestly like so impressed with the Discord server that we started. It is insane. Like, we are at 244 members already, and I love it. And we've only been around for like a month.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Like,
we have
I've been adminning a Discord server with another little community that I've been playing with for a long time, and even when we were trying to actually get people in, it was pretty hard.
Yeah, I think the name helps too. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Achievement Hunter, I'll join on in that." And definitely we have a good mod team for getting our names out there.
Yeah, it's nice that like. Go ahead, Choppy.
I said I'm in it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice that like you guys get to partner with the rest of the huge community of like Rooster Teeth based community Discord servers that are out there. Like there's Couch Hop, Funhouse, Achievement Hunter now, the Rooster Teeth community one, like Game Attack, all the other ones out there. I'm definitely missing a few, but it seems like all of the mod teams of all of the servers are really connected well with each other, and the whole community that's built up beneath this umbrella of Discord servers is pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, I love it. And I just remember like when Austin and Ryan, like way long ago, they asked me, he was like, "Hey, I'm working on a secret project," and then he sent me the link to join the server, and I was like, "Oh!" Like I got so excited. So I was like, "This could be huge." Because when I first joined, I've been on the server probably for like 4 or 5 months now, and I've always just wondered like why isn't there an Achievement Hunter server? And I know like Holly started one, but it didn't work, or they didn't last. But Ryan and Austin they're passionate about it, which is good, and it's really coming together nice.
Yeah, I mean, like I know I'd hopped into the Funhouse Discord a few times before the Achievement Hunter one, and I don't know, I just didn't really stick around at all. Don't know why, but and then I joined the Achievement Hunter one, I think like a day after it launched, a day or two after it launched when I jumped in, and then I don't know, I just stuck around because I like the people, and making fun of Austin is fun.
Yeah. And Pyrrhic, you came from the subreddit, right?
I did. I lurk in the subreddit a lot, and then they popped this weird thing up. I was like, oh, I can actually, actively talk instead of asynchronous communication. So I hopped in, and everybody was pretty cool, and then found out about Combite and a couple of the others. I've tried a few out. I pretty much live in these three, with Rooster Teeth being the parent, but I really enjoy it. It is fun. I spend a lot of just extra time just while I'm watching movies, TV, or between, loading screens and games, just having fun, inventing wonderful things, like Love Sandwich. If you haven't seen that, check the pins in Rooster Teeth. That is a thing, and I'm happy to say I was a part of that.
Oh man.
I used to be in RT Discord way before even Community Byte had a Discord. Like they used to record in the RT Discord, and I'm pretty proud of knowing that how far this thing came in.
Yeah.
And I've watched it from its humble beginnings, not like beginning, but I was very early on.
Yeah, Shoppy, I consider you our first like real like person in the server because you were so much fun when you first like joined in. I loved it.
I was not anymore.
I mean, now you're a mod, you know? You're one of us. It's just great to see like people active in the server that like you started out in, and it's cool. It's like a cool experience, and I love it. Oh, I love it. And so yeah, about the subreddit thing, I'm pretty excited because Keeson came in. I had no idea how or when he became a mod of the subreddit, but it was just he came out of nowhere after like months of contacting the old mod of r/achievement hunter. And he, like, that guy, it was so hard just to try and contact him because he never answered or anything. But then Keeson came in, clutch, and now we're finally, like, partnered-ish with the subreddit, which is good for us.
Yeah, that's only happened in the past couple of days, hasn't it? Like, I only saw Keeson show up in the Discord, like, 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, he just joined in recently. Like, all this stuff is just, it's all happening so fast, I feel like. And like even like 10 minutes ago, Jeremy was just streaming and I hopped in and some of the mods or one of the mods in his stream, I like sent them the link and was like, hey, we're a Discord server. We're, you know, over 200 members, so we're pretty legit at this point. And hopefully, you know, we can get some of the staff members to join eventually, which I think we will because we have a good team, and I'm excited for the future of our server.
You should have also said that we're like the official from the RT family Discord. I would have made it a lot better.
Yeah, I should probably go mention that.
Considering we have actual staff members of RT on there.
We used to have what do you call Adam from Funhouse and Omar. I don't know what happened.
In the Funhouse one?
Yeah, not in the Funhouse one. In the Rooster Teeth one. There was no Funhouse Discord.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I had Discord a while ago, like almost a year ago probably, and a couple of my friends had a server that they were in. I didn't understand it, but I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, you can talk to people while you play games. You know, it's just another TeamSpeak. And then I was lurking on the subreddit one day, and I was like, oh, there's a Rooster Teeth Discord server. And then I was just like, oh, there's all these other Discord servers, and I joined in. It's such a cool, like, program, and there's so many people in it too.
Yeah, I mean, it really has become a central way for, especially on like PC communities, to come together. And something that I found surprising is the amount of people who don't play PC games at all that still come on Discord in their free time. And it's really like, I don't know, I think I heard something about like possible expansion of Discord onto like PS4 and maybe Xbox One in the future too. Like, that would kind of undermine what those online services are doing for their communities, but it would be really cool if we could get like this basically just a gaming network under the umbrella of what was at one time just a simple chat program.
Yeah, Discord is so cool. Sorry, go ahead, Shoppy.
Imagine typing on your like console, like trying to keep up with the chat. You can't.
Well, it's good for voice chat, and I mean, I know Xbox has those that little keyboard thing that you can plug into your controller.
It's not.
Yeah, PC is the way to go.
Man, I used MSN on my Xbox 360. What are you talking about?
MSN.
I actually like. I love PC. I'm like one of my good friends who's been a long time console friend is finally getting a PC, and I'm gonna build it for him. So I'm like just super psyched about it.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, I love building PCs for people. That's like one of my hobbies. A couple friends have actually paid me to do it too. Like, I think I've honestly built more than 30 PCs
Oh my
so
god.
far.
I've sold 3 custom built PCs. That was fun. A lot of money.
I heard one person describe building PCs as like adult Lego. Because I mean, honestly, all the parts they fit into their right spot, and that's it. It's cool, but yes, it's very, very, very expensive adult Lego.
All right, so Stick, you got a topic?
Yeah, actually, I mean, mine. I don't know. Any of you guys watch AGDQ? It was going on last week. I talked about it a lot in chat, but
I didn't keep up with it this year.
okay. Well, for anyone that doesn't know what it is, it's Awesome Games Done Quick. It's a week-long event put on by these guys, and I mean, think Extra Life, the stream that Rooster Teeth does every year, and well, thousands of other people. I mean, even RT Community Discord did one, and that was really cool. But basically, it's like a week long, and they get all like people from all over the world. They come in and they speedrun games live, and they raise money for charity. It was a really, really cool event, and honestly, until this past year, I didn't really get into esports at all. The big thing that got me into that was watching the Rocket League Championship Series, because that was really cool. It seriously felt like watching an actual game. Like watching a football game or something, or rather hockey, because I'm Canadian. But anyways, something that came out at the end of it was this one runner was doing a Dark Souls 3 run towards the end, and it was kind of like dampened because he wasn't like the best speedrunner for Dark Souls 3 in the world apparently, and like a bunch of the other guys who are, quicker at the game than him, I guess, all got on a Twitch stream that was hosting the original stream, and for the entire length of his run, he was just like, well, they were basically just shitting on him the whole time. It kind of sucked to hear, but like, this kind of stuff happens a lot in the community, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it does, yeah.
You have to deal with people that that think they're better than other people, I guess. And I don't know. What do you think about that from like a managing the community standpoint? Because I mean, we got two of our community staff in here, right?
Yeah.
I joined like last week.
I mean, it's kind of like, I guess the best way to put it is like, it's a room. Like, if I was like the teacher, it would just be like a classroom during recess where everyone's just talking, and you kind of have to, like, watch out for stuff like that. And some of it gets swept under the rug to where, like, you don't notice it, or someone, it's like not that severe. But I mean, like, managing a community is just, it's a matter of, one, having a good team, in which case the Achievement Hunter server does. And 2, like, being right, you know what I mean? Like, just is the word. And having to like have that moral conscience of what is okay and what is not okay, and then what like the consequences are for stuff like that,
Right. Like, I mean, you guys probably you have to somewhere in your mind draw a line as to what's like just kind of fun play here and there, and what's actually done in bad faith or what's detrimental to the community.
Yeah, and like there's some stuff that's like, it's like, it's not, because like I've told this story on the podcast before. I've had my experience with saying something that could be offensive. And
Racist Brryan for best moment of community bite.
And like, so having to like draw that line of like, because like that was a good learning experience for me to feel like what other people would perceive what I say as or what someone else says as, and so it's a good like trait to have, to be able to what's a good way to put it? It's a good trait to have, to be able to like direct what is okay and then what people will find offensive in the community.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Shoppy, you wanna start on your topic?
Well, mine's not much of it. I'm gonna rant. That's what I'm going to do. I've been forced to rant before on chat, but I wanted to save up, and I finally found the perfect time to talk about it.
Go for
All right,
it.
look, Shoppy, I'm sorry about the butter chicken thing. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was really trying to be inclusive, damn it.
Oh man.
What about that? You're lucky. Not this week. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
He done muted himself.
Who mutes himself on a podcast?
I'm sorry.
Amateur.
Okay, so the thing is, as you all know, I'm in Europe, France, and so there's this thing over here called the OFII. I'm gonna call it OFI, and it's like a attestation or a stamp thing, which I have to get after entering the Shenzhen area. Shenzhen area is the EU, mostly, and I have to, and the purpose of it is so that I can get out, and then come back in to the Shenzhen area, which is super stupid. Why would you even have that when you have something called a visa?
Wait. So you're saying you need like the thing you get when you go to an amusement park where they stamp your hand for the day so you can come back in? They have that for the entire EU?
The Shenzhen area, yes.
Is it just a big water park there?
Do they have constant live music or something? Like,
Or do they have those things you have to go through, that like the ticket counter or whatever, that rotates when you walk through it?
veteran style. But please tell me they at least have roller.
Yeah, dude, that's messed up. Why do they have that? That's like that's something you use for like recreational or tourists.
So is it actually a stamp on your hand, or is it like on your passport or on a document or something?
I still don't know. That's the thing. I probably
Oh, see,
the hand. I don't.
you
know.
don't have it yet.
Yeah, I don't have that yet. That's my problem.
You're not tall enough to ride that ride.
So the thing is, I applied for it back in September. Yeah, September, and it's January now. Whatever. And they're supposed to come back to you after 3 months. 3 fucking months.
Jesus.
Okay, 3 months. Everything works by mail here, like PO box. Who uses PO box shit? It's so stupid and slow.
I get the lines at Disneyland are long, but really 3 months?
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, 3 months, and then in October, they sent me back my form saying that you're a minor, we cannot deal with you. But it's stamped at 13th October, and my birthday is on the 5th October. So I was 18.
What?
Why did they give me a minor?
So now you have to resubmit and wait another 3 months?
No, I was like, fuck that. I'm just gonna go to the offices and show him, ask him what to do. So on a Tuesday, I went to the offices in the morning. I had to wake up at like 6:30 a.m.
Oh my god.
And it takes an hour to go there.
That's...
and then I had to wait in line. I reached there like 8:30, waited in line, and then the guy, like the security guy, told me, the office is closed for today. You come back again next time. So and then I looked at the timings, and it said like there's a break in between, and so I thought like okay, so I can come back after the lunch break. I did that. I went back, went to class, and then I just came back to the offices again. Again, the fucking 1 hour ride. And
Dude.
then the guy told me, not today. Yours for you. It's you have to come back tomorrow. I was like, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Oh man.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah, that's so stupid. The security guard is so bad. So I came back again the next day. I have such good patience. Thank you. So I came back yesterday. I mean, not yesterday. The next day, and then I had to wait in line again, of course. And then I got to the front of the line. I showed him my letter they gave me. And then they said, "You have to come next week." I'm like, "No, you didn't read the fucking letter properly." English.
Oh.
English. So that's one of the other biggest problems. So I had to go back in line. I was like, "No, you didn't read properly. Let me just tell him again." So I had to go back in line, and then wait another like 10 minutes in line, and then I told him read it properly, and then he let me in. That motherfucker let me in after I went to the line like 4 times now.
Oh my god.
And that was to go to another queue.
What?
That was to go to another queue. So in that queue, I waited half an hour.
Jesus, that's so bad.
And after all this, you still don't have it.
In that queue, I waited half an hour.
Oh.
And then when my turn was there, I went to the front desk, and then I told him, I showed him my letter, and then he said, see, the thing is, it's not about you being a minor or a major, it's that your passport is on a minor visa.
Oh my
So
god.
you have to go to the other office. I went through this cycle so long. I was like, fine. What else can I do now?
Oh no.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah, so I went to the other office. It was like 20 minutes away. Yeah, 16 to 20 minutes away from this office. And then there was two buildings. One of them was bigger. So logically, I went to the bigger one. And I asked them, I showed them my letter, and then I asked them, where should I go? And then that person didn't speak English. So I was like, okay, I'm going to ask someone else. And I asked someone who speaks English, where should I go? And then she said to the other building. I was like, okay, I'll go to the other building. And then I saw there's a line, so I was like, oh, I knew this was coming for me.
Oh, no.
I waited in line, and I asked people, why isn't the line moving? And so, like, the line starts at 11.
What?
I came in at 10:40 a.m. So I had to wait 20 minutes till the line started. But I was early, so I was like the second person in the line.
Dude, that is always the worst with lines when they're like, oh, we don't start doing this until this time, or the line doesn't start. It's like the line starts when people line up.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of a line that starts at a specific time before.
Yeah, because like there are other desks, but they have their thing on way before this other thing. Like when I asked the other thing, was like English. I'm like, yeah, English. And I was okay, that line. I'm like, okay, I'll stand in that line. That's the line which it will start at 11. So I went in, and then I showed him my letter. I was like, oh, you're in the wrong office. Go to the other one.
No.
Again.
I actually swore when coming out of that building so loudly. They're French. They don't know shit.
I was gonna say at least like half of them probably didn't understand you.
Half of them, 90% of the fucking nation does not speak English.
Oh my god, dude, that's so funny.
Well, that has a fair point, and most of, especially, I'm assuming you were in Paris. I think I remember you saying that you're studying in or near Paris. They make a conscious choice not to learn English. Like, they are very brusque about it. I did a lot of traveling because when I was younger, I did 10 years in the Air Force, so I got to go everywhere. France is a great place to go. Paris can fuck itself and whatever. Bring the Germans back for them.
Oh,
They are
Jesus.
terrible people.
Holy crap, man.
The rest of France is great. Parisians, horrible.
Sorry to
Jesus.
any people from Paris
Yeah,
listening
and
to this podcast.
if there are any Parisians that are, aren't like typical, I apologize for stereotyping you, but you know what I'm talking about.
Dude, you're gonna bring back the old Brryan that got suspended.
Yes.
Get the black tape, somebody. But honestly, though, like
delete button.
that attitude is kind of similar in like if you come to Quebec in Canada, which is like the French province of Canada. In a lot of places, people will legitimately get pissed off if you're not speaking French, and like there's videos, of course they're like the fringe cases, but there's videos of like people running up to English speaking people and just punching them because they're speaking English in Quebec. So
Jesus.
I mean that's a thing, not just in Paris.
I'm born in
What's
the
the
USA.
Quebec joke? What's up with the French today? Oh, they're just revolting.
I always like the French surrendering jokes. Those are funny.
Oh, I enjoy making those when I can. I've been around. You learn how to push everybody's buttons the right way. It's a good thing.
That's crazy.
The French people don't know about the on joke.
What?
The on baguette croissant joke. Like how the internet makes fun of French people.
Oh, like
Oh.
fromage du fromage, or omelette du fromage, rather.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I asked them like, what is this? How do you not know? But yeah,
'Cause
I had to like link them to whatever that meme site is. Know your meme. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
But Shoppy buddy, if you haven't, I would suggest going to your embassy, if there is one, and getting your passport updated so you're no longer on a minor one. That might fix a whole bunch of things. for
Yeah,
you.
probably.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I still have
wow.
a visa till like November or October, something like that.
Your visa should carry over. Just get your passport updated because there's a minor passport, and then there's one for when you're an adult. So the visa should carry over. Double check with the foreign service officers to make sure. But if it can, it'll make a lot of things easier for you if you ever have to renew again.
Hooray for international politics.
Yay!
Dude, I'm jealous. I've never been overseas from the continental U.S.
I actually I've been to the U.S. Before, but like you, I haven't left North America yet.
Yeah,
Like the farthest south I've been is just inside Mexico, and then farthest east I've been is Columbus, Ohio.
I have been, however, to the farthest west point you can travel in the continental U.S. in Alaska. It's like this little 6 mile sandbar, and there's like a hotel on the end of it, and it's like this is the farthest point you could go without flying or taking a boat. So it's not like that far, but
I've never been to US, but I've the visa. Maybe I'll visit.
Dude,
Maybe not.
come on, I got a spare room for you.
No thank you.
Yeah, remember that Brryan eats people.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on. You can meet drunk Brryan in person. It'll be great.
I've heard I'm a nice guy. all I do is just play video games. No, but
If anyone comes into the Achievement Hunter Discord after this, type !Brryan.
Yes.
dude, you whipped that out of nowhere. I was so impressed. I was like, man, this guy he made a whole gif about me.
Yeah, no, I like to use Premiere to make shitty gifs. That's my thing.
Yeah, I'm mad though. I had to change
One
that
reason to have-
picture. What's up, Shoppy?
The one reason to have Premiere.
Dude, I've had trouble trying to get Premiere on my computer. Like, I have it on my laptop, but I got a couple letters from AT&T, and they were like, hey, quit stealing movies. And I was like, sorry, I won't. And then I stole another movie, and then they're like, hey, we saw that. And I was like, okay, I'm done, I swear. But so now I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah. Pro tip.
Or at
just
least
don't-
get a VPN.
Yeah. Just
I mean, I
don't.
thought
torrent
I
things
knew what I
unless
was
you have
doing. I was using Tor, you know, but I don't know anything about that anymore. So I thought it was working.
I mean, Tor is just a browser.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tor doesn't actually mask your downloads because they're still running through FTP.
That explains. And my parents were pretty mad about that, so I was like, I'm sorry, like I'm innocent until proven guilty. And then they found all the Star Wars movies on my computer. My theory is if I bought it once, I can get it again. So, you know, I used to own all of those on VHS, but now I'll just download them. It's easy. I love the internet. All right, so we did Stick's topic and Shoppy's. Pyrrhic, you got a topic you want to talk about?
I do, and it's going to take us in a little bit different direction.
That's good. That's good.
So, does anybody know what the Fermi Paradox is?
Not off the top of my head, but I know I've heard about it.
Okay. It's the question that's basically, so if there are other beings out in the universe, where are they and why haven't we heard from them yet?
Right. This
Okay.
is where like the barriers to life. or
Yeah,
whatever
where, you know,
come
the
in,
normal
things like that.
barriers are, the Great Barrier. So I thought it would, you know, it'd be an interesting, you know, discussion. You know, do you think there are other things out there? Why haven't they talked to us? Let's see if this. I'm linking something in the chat on. It explains it if you want to go back and reference some stuff later. But yeah, so are we alone? And if we aren't, why doesn't anybody want to call us?
Well,
Why haven't we
first
been
off-
swiped right? Damn it!
Tinder of the universe up here. That would explain the anal probing.
It would. It would.
But really though, like, aliens have talked to us. Haven't you seen the pyramids?
All right. So we got a Stargate believer over here. Okay.
Jokes aside though, like, honestly, I think that the possibility of life being out there is, yeah, probably is. The reality of it is though, like, as we're getting less farther and farther away from like science fiction of like 1950s and stuff, where they think that we'll just be able to kind of trounce around space like it's our backyard or whatever, and we're getting more and more into like looking at actually being able to travel to Mars and seeing what that could actually look like. It's pretty bleak. Like, we're not going to be able to travel faster than light, and we're not going to be able to just kind of go wherever we want, and space is pretty freaking vast. So if you look around at just the universe in general, I mean, something I know that's been brought up on the Rooster Teeth podcast before is like why Bernie hates NASA, where we can't even tell how many planets there are in our own solar system. But that's just part of the oddities of it. It is like if like a planet is circling a star and it's not at the right angle, we can't get any information about that planet. Like we won't even know it exists. And with how many variables have to come in line for us to even know about other planets or even spaceships or even just knowing that other stars and systems exist is it's not surprising that we haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, I mean, granted, like, there's, something's probably out there. And if they, why would they talk to us? It's like, what if, like, they can't, Because, like, space travel's pretty hard. I can't imagine. I don't know, there's so many theories about it. It's hard to decide which one you want to believe.
Definitely.
Here's my input. I am not smart.
I am not worthy.
You wouldn't be worth the anal probe.
No, but Shoppy, you don't think there's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away somewhere?
Maybe in a different galaxy. Who knows?
Well, that's why he said a galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant. Like, but in the Fermi Paradox, they talk about how there might be lots of different alien civilizations in our own very own galaxy.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, if there's something out there, it's gotta be far away,
Yeah,
Well, I mean, even if it was in our own galaxy, because we're at one edge on one of the arms. If it was on the exact opposite side, that's still thousands of light years away.
yeah.
And we've only been transmitting radio signals for 150, so the furthest we've, told people we're here is 150 light years.
Have we really?
And
had
that's only
radio
if
technology
they're
for-
listening really, really hard.
Have we really had radio technology for 150 years? I thought it was shorter than that.
It's over 100. It's somewhere between. No, now I'm gonna have to go look it up. I know we're over 100 now, so it's somewhere between there.
Dude, that is so cool that, like, we can do that. You know what I mean? Like, dinosaurs, when they ruled the world, they couldn't do a damn thing. And look at us. We're, like, reaching out into space and stuff. God, that's so cool. I'm so glad I'm a human.
Yeah, suck it, every other species.
Yeah.
I always tell that to my dog whenever he's, like, doing something. I'm like, come on, guy, like, you don't even have thumbs. Like, watch me bend my thumbs. Opposable, bitch.
But I mean, at least he gets to just sleep and eat all day.
That's all he does. He's so lazy, but he smells. So joke's on him. He doesn't know he smells.
And he doesn't get to get drunk and jump in Discord.
Definitely.
All right. So the first electromagnetic waves were transmitted in 1886. So
Wow.
Whoa.
but those would have been really, really weak.
Yeah.
So, but still, a little over, somewhere between 100, 120 something years. Marconi got the Nobel in early 1900s. I'm not going to bother looking that one up. Really early 1900s. So,
Right, that's crazy.
so 110, 120 years.
Yeah.
That is insane. We're in such a good time right now.
We really are. This is, and it's.
Yeah.
It's a really good age, and it's even changed so much because I'll go ahead and I imagine I'm the only one that remembers a world without internet. Because I'm old, I'm not that old, but I do remember a world without internet where, it was a big thing when we got AOL and that wonderful dial-up modem.
Yeah, they were just talking about that on the latest Off Topic.
I have not watched it yet. Don't you fucking spoil it.
All right, I won't spoil it, but it's a podcast.
Yeah.
It is.
It's not like
They
they're-
talk.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing like years of character development up to this point, and they're gonna kill someone off. You're gonna skip this week, and next week you're gonna come back, and Michael's gonna be dead, and Gavin's gonna have usurped his throne or something.
Oh God! If somebody goes, please let it be Gavin.
What? What?
I love Gavin. He's my favorite.
He is easily my favorite. Just because
My favorite.
I feel like he lives a cool life, you know, being a slow-mo guy and
Yeah.
working at Rooster Teeth.
I think my favorite Rooster Teeth person in general, though, is Miles.
Oh, I love Miles.
Like, just watching the 2 spooky segments in the Extra Life streams.
Oh my god, that was probably one of my
Did you guys watch? Because like this year for Extra Life, I was like, all right, I know what time it starts and I know what time it finishes. I'm going to watch the entire thing. I got, I think, 21 hours into it before I fell asleep, and I was so mad. But I watched the entire 21 hours of just sitting there. Well, I didn't just sit there. When I would go and get food, I would launch the stream on my phone, and then walk to the cafe and go get food, and then walk back. It was I never disconnected from watching. It was so much fun. Makes me so more excited for next year.
I didn't get to watch that much of it live. Like, I went back and watched the highlights of the first 12 hours or so, because that was actually the same day as Fan Expo here in Vancouver. And I was lucky enough to get to go there and got to meet Meg Turney there. And I got to... Yeah, that was pretty cool. I brought my Extra Life poster from last year with me and got her to sign it.
That's awesome.
And then there was she hosted a panel there doing Q&A, and that was pretty cool. And then after that, I went home and watched Rooster Teeth.
I imagine Meg Turney as one of the nicest people on the planet.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's pretty awesome. Like, she didn't have this weird kind of celebrity persona about her. She seemed just like a normal person. And she was signing autographs there next to people who have actually been in Doctor Who, and the guy who played Draco Malfoy was there and shit like that. And she's just at the end of the row there with this banner that says Meg Turney. You walk up and usually you have to pay $80 to get an autograph signed. She's just like, no money, just give it here. I'm like, wow, that's pretty freaking awesome. She's just happy to be here and interact with people.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Meg seems like an awesome person. I will say that is Gavin's one redeeming quality. The fact that he can give Meg gives me hope.
Have you guys ever met someone semi-famous or some sort of internet celebrity besides Meg?
Yeah, I've never been to US, man. There you go. I've lived my whole life in UAE. No one comes to UAE to do meet and greets.
Well, one day we'll have a RTX UAE.
Oh no.
It's probably gonna be Dubai, which is not that great.
I'm honestly considering trying to go to RTX, not this year obviously, but next year would be pretty cool.
I really want to save up for the VIP ticket.
Right.
Just because, if I want to go, I want to go to RTX.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've met a couple people in, have you guys ever watched Corridor Digital's videos on YouTube?
Yes, I love them.
Me too. I've been watching them ever since they were, Freddie W, you know?
Yes.
And,
yes.
there was one day, or when I went on my senior spring break out to Los Angeles, because I was like, that's where I want to go. I don't want to go to Florida and go to the beach. I want to go to LA and see the sights essentially. And I have a cousin out there who's a limo driver for A-list celebrities. So he's like, oh, I know LA the back of my hand. And I looked up the address for Corridor Digital Studios, and we So we drove there, and we went, we parked, and the door was open. And so my cousin was like, oh, hang on, we used to go in buildings all the time, just follow my lead. And so we walked in, and we were like, just, walking. We walked all the way around back, and their door was open, and I could, like, hear Nico, like, streaming something. So I was super quiet, but I could hear him talking. And it was just crazy to, like, hear that voice that you always hear through your headphones in real life. It was just a weird experience. And eventually we caught one of the guys coming in, and we were like, hey, we drove all the way out here flew all the way out here from Michigan. I've been a big fan for a long time. And we said, like, is there any chance we could, get a picture or autograph or something? And I got a picture with the one guy, and he went in and was like, Nico's streaming right now. So, you have to come back or whatever. But then two other guys, Jake and Nick, who, like, they're not in all their content, but, like, I mean, they are, but they're not, like, big celebrities. They came out in the hallway and talked to me for, like, probably 20 minutes. I was telling them about, I was like, yeah, I'm a film student. They gave me, like, really good advice of, like, how to go out and stuff and do what I want to do in life, and then maybe eventually go out to LA. Maybe I'll, go see Tito. And it was just so cool to, like, meet them, and it was such a cool experience.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually. Like, I mean, the only time I've met someone who's, like, internet famous was Meg at Fan Expo, and that wasn't even, like, a accidentally bumped into her in the hallway kind of thing, or rather drove to her studio and bumped into her in the hallway. But that was just, like, actually going to an event where she was specifically going to meet people. But that was really cool. And when I went down to California back in 2014, I went down there with my family, and I got to go on a tour of Obsidian game studios, like the guys who made Fallout New Vegas, and their new game Tyranny is coming out in a while and stuff like that. Pillars of Eternity. Yeah. I got to tour their studio, and they were, like, the only game developer in California willing to like, let people come and tour their studio. And they were, like, really, really awesome, really down-to-earth guys. They answered any questions we had. They were just really friendly. They let us walk around and even give us t-shirts and hoodies and stuff, and it was pretty awesome.
It's so nice to have people who are, like, in the business and be so nice to people who aren't, and, like, because, like, I guess they understand,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just the fact that they get to be normal human beings around people is probably pretty refreshing to them too, instead of being put up on pillars as idols or something.
Yeah.
Yo, Brryan.
What's up?
I wanted to say this for a while. That was creepy as fuck.
The fact that we just Googled their address and went to their studio.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I know, but it was a cool experience, something I definitely won't be able to do every day.
You can stalk people.
All right, it's not really stalking because they're a small production company. Like, there's 10 guys who work there. And so, that's the way I kind of rationalized it in my head, was like, I was looking to see more of, like, the film aspect of it rather than them be celebrities.
Right.
But yeah, they've even filmed a lot of stuff out in the street, so it was cool to, like, be where you've seen videos before.
You remember Milkman?
Milkman?
Oh, you don't?
Oh, Milkman!
Yeah.
Yeah.
He vomited. Punisher vomited on that street.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That is awesome. So, any final thoughts, you guys?
France is stupid. Paris is stupid.
Also Quebec.
Who needs anything French?
Yeah, it's gotta be just.
Besides Shoppy, we love Shoppy.
I'm not French.
She's not French.
But you're in France. I love when you tell people on the server where you're from and you just use the flags. It's like born here, raised here, live here.
I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my diversity.
It's awesome. I'm jealous of you. I'm born and raised in a small USA town in Michigan, which is like white.
I should probably say this for people who are listening and don't know me. I was again. I was born in Bangladesh. I was raised in UAE, Abu Dhabi, not Dubai. Fuck you. And now I'm living in Paris,
You're Abu Dhabi, not Dubai.
not Dubai. Dubai is boring. It's not boring. Dubai is super busy. You can't move a single feet for like an hour. On
I've seen like lots of pictures of just like garages filled with like luxury cars and stuff in Dubai though, that like they just sit there and they're not even driven around. Is that a real thing there?
Yeah, yep. It's even in Abu Dhabi. I think cars is such an Arab culture now. They love cars, from drag racing to. I don't see much of illegal racing, probably because they don't do it on the streets. It's they really like cars, the locals.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's probably why the what do you call it? You can only get a driving license at after the age of 18.
That's smart. Seriously, the amount of idiot 16-year-old drivers here is insane.
Yeah, I would love to get a license, but yeah, by the time I left UAE, I wasn't qualified.
Right, you weren't old enough yet.
Yeah, but like living in UAE, one of the best things is if you have local friends. Holy shit, you can get into their cars. Oh my god. Oh my god. My brother's friend has a Maserati. Maserati? Yes, that's a Maserati.
Dude.
What?
Well, I have a Ford Fiesta, and that baby can go.
And I got my '97 Hyundai Accent. Baller
Dude, the
as
Hyundai
fuck.
Accent, man. I've been searching for one of those for years.
I'm telling you, a early model Ford Explorer V8 that's all metal,
You mean Ford Exploder?
made slightly after the exploding thing was fixed. Thankfully.
Sponsored by Samsung.
Oh.
Oh, classic.
Alright, looks like it's about time to wrap up. Thank you guys for joining, and bada bing, bada boom. That's our podcast.
Bye bye.
More Achievement Hunter.
All right. AH takes over again in a month or two.